Hi everybody, it's Dre here. Today I have a rehaul for you, or as I title it, Dre-ja, just to try to make it a little bit more personal. So lots of people do these rehauls. I know it's Kirsten, may have been the originator of this way back when. I love to watch Kristen Games' version of this. And it's just a really fun way to bring you reviews because this is looking back on a haul. This particular haul was actually the VIB sale haul from 2015 fall, and it's just a way to kind of let you know, did I love these things, did I hate them, you know, it's just an update on all these products, and I can give you my review because it's now been a year and a few months. I need to catch up on this series, but anyway, it's been a year and a few months, and now I know whether I like these or hate them or whatever. So first of all, this YSL primer, yeah, you can tell how much I've used in this much time. This primer I think is overpriced for what it is. Like, this is a $50-some primer maybe. It's pretty, it's, you know, it's got these little gold flecks in it that are supposed to give you some radiance. It's got a nice packaging, you know, it's got the pump and everything. It smells nice too. The thing about it is, it's just not great for oily skin, I don't think. I definitely never use this in the summertime. It's a little bit too hydrating, I think, for me in the summer, and I do sometimes use it in the winter, but I don't really feel like it does anything for me. So, I don't know. I feel like I should eventually declutter this and sell it or something, but I paid so much for it that it's so hard to, you know, want to get rid of it. It's one of those things, you know, you pay a lot for something and you just feel like it's hard to get rid of it at that point. Next thing is this brush set from Tarte. So this was their holiday brush set. I love this little container. I think it's absolutely spectacularly beautiful. It's really well made. It's so great to travel with. I actually do bring this with me like on little weekend trips when I just need a little bit of makeup. That's what it looks like on the inside. It would have been nice if there maybe would have been a mirror or something, but that's okay. So it came with these brushes. For some reason, I want to say there was 5 brushes, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I only have 4 that I could find. I never use these brushes, not one of them. I never use them. This brush, actually I know there was another brush. There was a little eye brush, which I don't like. This brush, I think I just put it away dirty. That's kind of gross. Didn't clean it and just put it away because I didn't like it. I should probably just clean it. But it's such a really weird brush. I don't know what anybody would use this for. I guess you could maybe use it for like cream contouring. I had been using it to put eye primer on. It's just too big for the eyes and too weird of a shape to do anything with. This foundation brush is a nice brush. The only reason I don't really use this brush is because it's so short that I can't really put it in my little caddy that I have all my most used face brushes in. But I do like it, and I would like to use this more. It's super big, like it covers a huge amount of your face at once. This is just a stipple brush. I just don't use stipple brushes all that often. Sometimes I use them if I put on too much blush or something and kind of blend it out. I just don't have a use for that. And this brush is just useless. Like, it really does nothing. I think maybe you could try to put your highlight on, but it doesn't really pick up the powder well. It's just way too wispy and weird. I don't know what they were going for with that one, but this haul in particular, as I was going through it, I just came to realize that I think being so new to YouTube back then, I bought a whole bunch of stuff I didn't even need or have any use for. Next thing was this little gift set from Too Faced. It had 2 mini bronzers like this and then 2 mini blushes. Now, these little mini bronzers, these are actually like, sometimes you can even get them gift with purchase. I don't think this gift set was really worth, like, it was $32. It came with a little tiny brush that was kind of not great because it was too small. I actually got rid of that in a declutter. But this bronzer in particular, I really like it. This is actually really good for contouring. I love this bronzer a lot. I use it a lot. These blushes, I never use them because they're so tiny. Like, yes, they're cute, but it's kind of like playing with play makeup. And they're so small that it's hard to kind of get the right amount of product on your brush. But they are pretty. So this one is called Love Hangover and this one is Justify My Love. They are very soft, fairly, not super pigmented off the bat, like enough, but they are buildable too, and they blend out really well. So they are pretty. I just never really use them, and I would like to, but they're just kind of difficult to use. The other bronzer was Sun Bunny, and I decluttered that. So the next thing I bought was this Tarte blush. It was the holiday blush palette. It's called the Bling It On Amazonian Clay Blush Palette. I did use it quite a bit when I first got it. The packaging on this is really nice. It's thin. It's got this sparkly packaging, which is awesome, and it doesn't, like, the sparkles don't fall off or anything, which is great. It has a huge mirror in it, and then you've got 5 blushes. Again, I want to love this, but I just don't. Like, I never use this, ever, ever. They are nice. Yeah, they are nice, actually. Like, that's a nice swatch right there. I don't know what. There's something about this palette that just doesn't draw me to it. Even though as I'm swatching, I'm going, wow, those are really pretty. So maybe I should put this in a bought it, forgot it or something and try to use it. But it's the kind of thing where you guys can't get it anymore. And I don't think any of these shades in particular are permanent. I mean, if you are the kind of person who only needs one blush palette in your life and you're happy with that, then I would say next time holiday comes around and Tarte does a blush palette, they do it really well. So I would say get it, but for me, I don't know, I just don't gravitate towards that. One thing that has become a huge favorite from this haul is this brush from Sephora. It's their house collection. It's the Pro Airbrush Concealer Brush. I use this every single time I do my makeup. I used it today, which is why it's dirty. This is what it looks like. It's very soft. It blends super well. I use this for my color corrector, so it fits perfectly under my eye. I blend it out with that. And I also use this for my actual concealer on days when I'm doing no makeup and I use my Lancome Effacerness concealer, which is very thick, and what I'll do is I'll put it under my eye and just kind of feather it out on my face, and I won't do any foundation. So I use that for that too, and it blends out concealer really well. That is a permanent brush, I believe. I put that in my yearly favorites, I think, if I remember right. I love that brush so much. If you're looking for a really great concealer brush, that one is amazing. So get that one. Also in this haul was my birthday gift, and the birthday gift that year was the NARS one. Rouge members got an eyeliner with it. This is the lip pencil in Rakugian, the satin lip pencil. It's a pretty color. I know lots of people love this. To me, it doesn't really show up on my lips. Like my natural lip color, it just kind of blends in. So I don't really use it that often. It also came with the red, which is Cruella, which is not here right now, but that is a beautiful red. And then this is NARS Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner in Via Veneto. And this is a very nice black eyeliner. Two things that I have decluttered. Recently, the Sephora Mud Mask, the house brand in the purifying and mattifying. I literally used that one time, and then it just sat there and I never used it, and I just decluttered it last month because it had passed its expiry date. And it was a nice mask, but I just need to realize that I don't like masking all that much. I do it when I remember to, and you'll see I have a mask that I love that's coming up, but it's just one of those things. I should use up one before I buy any more, and I need to learn that because I go crazy sometimes buying cool looking stuff, and then I forget that I own it and it goes bad. So that was not good on my part. I also decluttered the Makeup Forever HD powder. It was a travel size, the loose powder. They've since repackaged them. I don't know what they look like now, but I hated the packaging on that, and I talked about that in recent Bought It Forgot It, I think. I totally explained why I hated the packaging on that, but I never used it because the packaging was so difficult to actually get product out. I also decluttered the NARS eyeshadow in Persia, which is a beautiful orange, warm, beautiful single eyeshadow, and again, never used it. Probably because it was a single. Now I have like the Modern Renaissance palette, which has a beautiful orange in it anyway, so I use that palette all the time. I didn't need that eyeshadow anymore. What else? Marc Jacobs Decadence Rollerball. Okay, I returned that because I love the way it smelled in store. It smells, do you guys remember? They might still exist. Those little licorice things, they're called goodies. They're multicolored, and I used to eat them when I was like really little. Like I remember kindergarten having them, and it smells exactly like those. Like it really does. Like this high-end $100+ perfume smells like goodies. So I don't know, I loved it in the store, but on me it just didn't smell right, and so I returned that one. Next thing, actually I really like this product. This is from Becca. It's the Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. So this is a primer for mattifying your skin. Now I hardly ever use this in the winter because it's very intense, but this works so well for me in the summer when I get very oily and greasy. Let's just say it, greasy in the summer. So I use this in the summer a ton, and it's really good for controlling your oil if you're an oily skin person like me. This is a travel size. If you just want to try it, you can buy a cheaper travel size. What else is there? Okay, the Fresh Sugar Lip Balm gift set. So this had 7, I think 7 of these in it. The Fresh Sugar Lip Balm minis. So these are the minis. And this one is the one in Tulip. They came in different versions of colors and tints. I'm not gonna swatch this because this hasn't even been used yet. This is the very last one I have from this whole set, and I kept the packaging. I don't know why. I guess I just wanted to like show you when I eventually went through a whole empties. You can see the prices right on here. So it was $65 and it was a $92 value, but it was VIB, so also 20% off. I would recommend doing that. If you love these, next time they have either the 15% in the spring or 20% in the fall when they have gift sets, it's an awesome value because these are such good lip balms. They are so, like, I want to say thick, but they don't feel thick on your lips. They just, the moisture is just so much that it just coats your lips beautifully. It feels so nice. Okay, 3 other things that are no longer with me. The Tarte, I think it was called a contour brush. It has a very long, wide wooden handle. The one that I got, the brush was all mangled and it was super soft, and I was just like, well, I could wash it and see, but I didn't really think I was gonna use it after touching it and seeing it. But the brush was all weird, so I just returned that. There was a Too Cool for School Egg Mousse Pack, which is some kind of skincare. You guys, I used that once and I gave it to friends and family because it was super weird. It was like this very thick foam, and because it's a Korean product, all the instructions, like, they weren't in English, so I didn't even really know how to use it. I found it a little bit intimidating, to be honest. I know I could have looked it up online, but I was just like, no, not having it. So I just gave it away. And then, yes, the Huda Beauty, the Giselle #1 lashes. I hated those. So I tried using those one time. Granted, this is back when I was a little bit newer to wearing eyelashes, but the band was so hard and thick that when I put them on, they did this weird thing where they rolled upwards and like away from my lash line, and I couldn't get them to stay on, and they were just so weird. And for such expensive eyelashes, I was just like, no, not having it. So I returned those as well. Okay, so next thing, I thought I bought both of my blushes, the Berry Pop and the Peach Pop from Clinique. I thought I bought both of them in the spring VIB sale, but apparently not. Apparently I started with this one in fall, which was kind of surprising to me because these just remind me of spring. But anyway, this is Berry Pop. I've talked about this so much. I love this blush. It is so beautiful on the skin. This is kind of a heavy swatch, but you can blend it out. Berry Pop and Peach Pop are so gorgeous, and I just want to keep buying more of these, and I probably will. And as you can see, it's got that really beautiful little daisy in it, and the acrylic. You know, it's just nice little packaging too, but it goes on so nice. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. I love me a sheeny blush, of course. So those are huge favorites. The other thing I bought was the Buxom holiday set, which was called Look All You Want. I actually put this in my palettes I regret buying video recently. I think Buxom eyeshadows are amazing quality. They are beautiful eyeshadows. That's not why I regret buying this. Why I regret buying this is because this is not a cohesive palette. It's very strange. This shadow right here is a duochrome, and it's pretty, but it's it's a purple white duochrome shadow. So it's very difficult to use to make any kind of an eye look with this because you can't really use it as a brow bone highlight. It's not really intense enough to use all over the lid. It's kind of a weird shade. These two here, they are gorgeous, but they're just not for me. Like, you can see they are pigmented, they're nice. That's a duochrome green, and then you've got this kind of burgundy here. The other ones, the 2 shimmers and 1 matte, you know, nice, but it's just, I can't get a look out of this palette that I enjoy. Okay, only a couple more things left. First thing I don't have with me, but I still own it. It's the Lancome La Vie Belle Rollerball, and it also came with a Hypno Star Mascara Mini. Now the Rollerball I lost in the back of my mom's car, and she called me a few weeks ago saying, is this yours? Yes, it is, because I used to keep it in my purse because I love it. I love that fragrance so much. Eventually, I think I will buy a full size of it. Love it. And then the Hypno Star Mascara was super weird, super weird, and I hate it. Which is weird because I love the Hypnos Drama Mascara. It's one of my absolute favorites. But the Hypno Star, it's kind of in the shape of a Christmas tree or a triangle like this. But it's thin, like it's not a round, doesn't make sense? Like it's not a 3D tree. It's like just a triangle. So when you turn it on its side, it's just like thin like this. I really hope I'm making sense. It's just the weirdest brush. I feel like it was super dry. It didn't coat my lashes. It didn't do anything. So I would not buy that. The other thing I bought was the Glam Glow Youth Mud gift set. Now, all those products have been used up. It came with the Youth Mud cleanser, which I really like. I like their cleansers a lot. I just feel like they're super expensive for what they are, but I really enjoy that cleanser a lot. It also came with the little white mini mask, not the big size, but the little size. I didn't use that. I put it in a giveaway because I don't use that mask because it's more geared toward people with acne. But it also came with a full size of this mask, the Glam Glow Youth Mud Tingle Exfoliate Treatment Mask. So you get all of that, and it came with this little mask applying brush. I'll talk about this in a second. So all of that was like $69 minus the discount, which was awesome. Again, gift sets at VIB sale time are awesome to get because it's such a good value. I love this mask so much. I actually used this only 2 nights ago. I put this in my yearly favorites last year. It is such a good mask. This actually really makes a difference in my skin. My husband even commented on it once, like, your skin looks amazing, what did you just do? And it was like right after using that. So that mask makes a difference for me. I think it's amazing. It came with this little, like, I don't know, this little brush, and it's for putting it on. This is actually super useful. I want to talk about this quickly, not because you need this one in particular, but if you have like a foundation brush or something like that, they're so good for applying masks with. You don't have to get all messy with your fingers. I like this one because I can dip into the product without dipping my fingers in and, like, you know, contaminating the package. Apply it and then use this side to actually spread it out on your face. Such a great thing to have and own. And I love that mask so much. Okay, last thing, again, I put in my eyeshadow palettes I regret buying. Again, not because it's bad quality. It's not bad quality. It's just not a cohesive palette that I can use. So this is from Pure Cosmetics. This is a Night Fantasy palette. It actually came with another side to it, which was like Daydream or something. It was white. I gave that to my mom for Christmas. But I kept this side, and it's more like 2 quads, okay? Obviously, like there and there. You can't really use them together. They're all either satin or shimmer or glitter. There is no mattes except for this right here. And so I can't really use this. It just doesn't work out for me. I don't really use this side in general because I don't really do cool smoky tones like this very often. But this side is really pretty. Like, all the shadows here are really nice quality. But it's not, like, it's not good enough for me to keep a whole palette. You know, when I have these other colors in other palettes, in other singles, you know, it's just one of those things. So basically that's the last thing from the haul. I have really learned that I need to be way more careful during VIB time because, like, look at how much I bought and think about how much stuff that I actually found useful and loved from this haul. Not very much, not even 50%. And I don't know, I'm just telling you guys that to kind of like learn from my mistakes. You can take some information from that, I hope. Like, don't get sucked into the hype, because it is kind of a hypey time, those sales, right? Like, we're all like, oh my God, everything's on sale. But if you don't end up liking or using half of it, what value did you actually get? Not very much, right? So hopefully, like, you find this video useful for that and it's not just a bunch of like depressing stuff like, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. But yeah, so that is it for this rehaul. This is a series that, you know, I do at least once a month, or I'm aiming to do at least once a month. And so if you like it, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to see you around in my future videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. That helps me out so much, and I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you're feeling wonderful about yourself today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.